Welcome back to JD's Guidance. In this video, we will see the concept of economic order quantity. Friends, we have already discussed what is material control and what are the different techniques. So, we have seen in the last video one technique, that is level setting. We are talking about economic order quantity in this video. Now, what we will see in this video, we will see the meaning of EOQ, we will see its computation, we will see an example, we will see the graph. We'll see the graph of EOQ. We will see the tabular form of understanding EOQ and what are the assumptions of EOQ. So let's begin. So what is economic order quantity? So we have to see that we don't buy too much of materials. We want to buy only that much what is required so that we are safe. We don't run out of stock. Also, we want to ensure that the right quantity is available, of course. So we want to see that we are not unnecessarily investing in the inventory. We want to have just the right quantity of inventory. Now the question is, how much should I order? How much quantity of items or materials I should order? Now you see, what is economic order quantity? It is the quantity of materials to be ordered. How much quantity we should order so that we remain safe, to minimize the cost so that we don't spend too much, right? The word economic means we want to reduce the cost. Cost of what? Cost of materials. So we want to know how much quantity I should order so that I don't have to spend more. Now when I say cost, which cost I am talking about? I am talking about two types of cost. One is called holding cost or carrying cost, the other one is ordering cost. So whenever I am having inventory, there are two types of cost that I am incurring. One is the carrying cost. So whenever I have inventories, I have to stock them in warehouse or go downs. So there are certain costs involved because I have to pay for the warehouse, I have to pay for the inspection of materials, whether they are as per the orders or not. I have to see that they are not damaged, they are not spoiled. So there are certain carrying costs involved with the inventory. So I want to reduce the carrying cost by ordering just that much quantity, what is sufficient or what will be safe for us. So I want to reduce the carrying cost, because if I stock too many materials, I'll be spending too much. Next comes, I want to reduce the ordering cost. Remember, what is ordering cost? Ordering cost means whenever we order certain things, there is some cost involved, right? So there will be some printing charges, mailing charges. So it may so happen that I don't want to order too many materials because I don't want to stock them all the time. Whenever I need, I will order, right? Whenever I feel I need to have some materials, I will order. In that way, we are reducing the holding cost, we are reducing the carrying cost because we are not stocking too much, but we are increasing the ordering cost because I have to order many times. So when I order many times, my cost associated with the printing, mailing, inspection, etc., procurement will rise, right? So one hand, if I reduce my carrying cost, my ordering cost is increasing because I have to order many number of times. If I reduce my ordering cost, that means I take a lot of materials in one order at one go. Then I am increasing my holding cost. So economic order quantity says that how much quantity you should order, which reduces both the carrying cost as well as the holding cost. Okay. So saying it in Hindi, इकोनॉमिक ऑर्डर क्वांटिटी का मतलब ये है कि एक किसी समय पे हमें कितना क्वांटिटी ऑर्डर करना है. क्यों? क्योंकि हमें इतना ही क्वांटिटी ऑर्डर करना है जिससे कि मेरा होल्डिंग कॉस्ट जो होता है, इन्वेंट्री को स्टॉक करने का, उसका इंस्पेक्शन करने का, उसको डैमेज स्पॉइल से बचाने का, उसका ज्यादा खर्चा ना हो. हम कम क्वांटिटी के मटेरियल्स ऑर्डर करें. एट द सेम टाइम ये जो ऑर्डर्स जब करते हैं, कुछ कॉस्ट इन्वॉल्व होता है. एक ऑर्डर में मान लीजिए 60 रुपीज होता है, साल में हम 5 बार ऑर्डर करेंगे तो 60 into 5. सो हमको वो ऑर्डरिंग कॉस्ट भी रिड्यूस करना है. इकोनॉमिक ऑर्डर क्वांटिटी हमको बोल देता है कि कितना क्वांटिटी ऑर्डर करे तो आपका जो होल्डिंग कॉस्ट है एज वेल एज जो आपका ऑर्डरिंग कॉस्ट है, दोनों मिनिमाइज हो जाए. सो लेट्स सी हाउ डू वी कंप्यूट दिस. So before that, what are the examples of holding cost? Storage, maintenance, damage, spoilage, pilferage, insurance charges, because when I stock materials in the warehouse, I'm paying for the insurance. Transportation, I'm paying for the clerical involved in storekeepings, etc., etc. So where is ordering cost? Mailing cost, postage, stationery, staff involved in procurement, inspection, etc. So I want to reduce both. So how do I calculate? So this is the EOQ model where we have this formula root over 2CO divided by I. 2 is 2. What is C? C is the consumption in a period. How much do we normally consume in a year? O is the ordering cost per order. If I order one, what is the ordering cost? Okay. I is the holding cost per unit. Right? Now let's see how do we do with an example. So suppose this is the question. Consumption during a year 600 units. Ordering cost is rupees 12 per order. Holding cost is 20%. 20% of what? Holding cost per unit, 20% of per unit value of inventory. So per unit is given rupees 20. I'll just have to put it in the formula. So what is the formula of EOQ? Root 2CO, 2 into C. Consumption during the year is 600. What is the ordering cost per order? It is 12. And what is I? I is the holding cost. Holding cost is 20% of 20. So 0.20 into 20. If you simplify, you will get 60 units. So if this company orders 60 units, then it will reduce its holding cost also. It will reduce its ordering cost also. Friends, this is how we calculate EOQ. Now let us see. So I showed the example computation meaning. Let us see the graph. How EOQ can be represented as a graph. I have drawn the figure of EOQ. Let's understand how I have done. This is your axis representing cost. This is your axis representing quantity. Now you see, as we go this side means I am increasing the quantity that is ordered. Suppose 200, 300, 400, this way I am going. So that means more quantities I ordered, right? So I mean how many quantities in one order? So in one order I am ordering 200 quantities. And another order I am ordering, say for example 400. So as I increase the ordering quantity, my ordering cost will reduce. This means suppose I have to order 6,000 units. And suppose in one order I am ordering 200 units. So suppose in one order I am buying 200 units. So how many orders I will need? 6,000 units. In each order there is 200 units. So I need 30 orders. Similarly, if I go for 300 units in one order, suppose I don't like this. No, I say no, we will not go for ordering 30. We will reduce the number of orders. So I have to increase the quantities in each one order. So suppose it is how much? So 20 orders. So this way I am reducing. But I said no, let's still reduce the number of orders. So suppose I say 400 units. So it is 400. So I'll go for 15 orders. Okay. The more I increase the quantity in the orders, the number of orders reduces. Now as number of orders in a year reduces, my ordering cost also increases with more number of orders placed in one order. In one order, if I place more quantities, then my ordering cost will reduce. So as you can see, if I had to order 6,000 units, if I say that is okay, I will go for 200 units in one order. So 30 times I have to order in a year. If I say no, 300 units in one order, 20 times I have to order in a year. So as you increase the quantity, the ordering cost reduces. But what is happening? Holding cost is increasing as you go on increasing the order size. As you are increasing the order size, more stocks will come to your warehouse. So your holding cost will increase. So you understand why they are inverse. If one is falling, the other is rising. Now the question is, where is EOQ? EOQ is this point where both ordering cost and holding cost meet each other. This is your EOQ. So maybe it is 350 units quantity. If you order, then your both the cost will reduce. This is one way of understanding. So let's now see the table of EOQ. Friends, this is the table. I have made the table very quickly. You can see here I have written that we need to order 6,000 units. Okay. And I may order it only in one order or in two orders, or I may order 3 times to get 6,000 in total. This way I can change the number of orders. Now, how many units I will buy in one order? 6,000 entirely. If it is in 2 orders, then 3,000 per order. If it is in 3 orders, then 2,000 per order. So 6 divided by 3, 2. 6 divided by 4, 1, 5. So this way number of unit value, how many, not unit value, number of units, how many materials will come in this number of orders. If you order 2 twice in a year, you will get 3000 units. So this way I am writing units. Now say let the value at the rate of, that means the material that I order is rupees 5 per unit. 5 per unit. Okay. If it is 5 per unit, then what is happening? Per unit 6 5s are 30. 3 5s are 15. So this way per unit value I am writing. So this is the units and this is converted into rupees. Now suppose the carrying cost is 10%. 10% of the value. So 10% of this 3000, 10% of this. So this way carrying cost I am writing. Suppose it is 10%. Suppose this is an example. Now ordering cost is rupees 120, means one order will cost you 120. So you are placing only one order here, so 120. Placing two orders, 240. So your ordering cost is increasing. You can see one thing, your carrying cost is reducing, but your ordering cost is increasing as you increase the number of orders. Now you have to find out EOQ. As I told you, EOQ is a point where both ordering cost and carrying cost are same. Let's see where is the ordering cost and carrying cost same. So you can see this is the point. So you should place how many orders? You should place 5 orders of 1200 each. It will cost you 600, 600, 800, 600, 600 carrying cost as well as holding cost. So this is all about how we classify or how we show EOQ in a tabular form. Let's quickly see the assumption, that last part of EOQ. So friends, the first assumption, the carrying cost is constant. What we have seen, 10% is the carrying cost, but in reality the carrying cost may not remain same. Okay, it may vary proportionally as you increase the quantum of materials, the carrying cost may slightly be less or more. So it is dynamic. So but in EOQ you assume that the carrying cost is constant. Firms are free to order any number of orders, means there is no such issue that like anytime you need, you can place an order. This freedom that the firm has. This EOQ model believes that the firm has the freedom to make orders at any point of time and the materials will be delivered also. But in reality, sometimes there may be some bottlenecks because of which you may not be able to place order, or even if you have placed the order, materials may not be delivered as per your requirement. Then comes consumption requirement is known. In my example, 6000 units was supposed to be ordered. How do I know how much quantity I need in future? Because EOQ is decided in advance before placing the orders. So consumption requirements is something which you have to know in advance, which may not be so perfect also. Whatever you estimate that this much quantity you need, you may not be that perfect and accurate. However, EOQ is very widely used. It is more or less scientific, and I can say it is highly scientific, and organizations can make use of this EOQ to have a good control over their material. Thank you friends for watching this video. We'll meet again in the next video, the next technique of material control. Till then, goodbye.